I greet you, my most loved family. Welcome you to another video. So during the time of question and answer, Pastor Theophilus Sunday asked Pastor Ayenu a question, Tunde a question on fasting. Let's go and watch this video and you'll be blessed.
Daddy was preaching and then he said he doesn't fast 300 days. Daddy, I want to ask a question. Did you not fast when you were like us?
Okay, let me answer that question. Sir, when I was young, I did all of that because this is it. Bible says it's the law that delivers us to grace. Bible says we were brought up under the law and delivered to grace. If you follow grace from the beginning and you continue your life like that, you miss God. You must go through the school of the law to bat you into grace. One day I fasted to the point the wind was carrying me. I'm not joking. I was going like that. My sister started crying. You don't speak Yoruba, so let me say, you this boy, don't kill yourself. Oh. Because your mother is not here. If you die now, you say I kill you. That was a face. Law was grooming us to deliver us to what? To grace. We have laid the foundation. Are you hearing me? Do it at the right time, and I do it with the right set of motive. Yes. Don't do it with the mentality of the law. Do you get what I'm saying right now? And fasting is not competition. Pastor Theophilus did 40. Me too, I must do 40. If you are not graced like that, you may break down. Remember that our friend, that guy from, I don't want to mention the name of the church, who fasted. By the time they rescue him from the room, in fact, there's one of my guys, I don't want to mention, go to take. He fasted. He started walking now. He was on wheelchair. All his system collapsed. I've seen things. One of my friends fasted, all his teeth cracked. Everything, all the bones gave up. Because there was no more calcium in the system. One guy fasted to the point, because he was following people. He fasted to the point, sir, that I don't want to sound funny. By the time we finally rescued him and we took him to the hospital, he was rescued because the body was decaying. By the time he finally rescued, up to today, his thing does not work. His thing died. And he wasn't married. You know his thing? His thing has died. Knowledge is profitable to direct you guys. Wisdom point to direct you guys. Glory be to God forevermore. What I am against is winds of doctrine. You cannot encounter God on 300 days. I don't know what Moses was doing when God came to him. There was no record of his fasting before God came to him. There was no record of Abraham fasting when God came to him. That's why I said, what God gave a man as an instruction is not a doctrine for the body of Christ. Because only God knows what is trying to break in you that he doesn't need to break in me. You don't need a bulldozer to pull down a bungalow. You may need a bulldozer to pull down a skyscraper. Do you get what I'm trying to say right now? What is God doing in you? Appropriate things will be used by God to do his work in you. I rest my case.
Indeed, wisdom is profitable for direction. Knowledge is profitable for direction. So when Pastor Theophilus Sunday, Mr. Theophilus, we know him, Mr. Theo, asked a question on fasting. So the man of God was specifically interested in instruction. Know what the Lord is asking you to do. Not fooling people all around because they say this one is fasting and you have a motive of competition, which is wrong. But the motive of fasting is not of competition. But most men of God use their personal experience as a doctrine to the body of Christ, which is wrong. Your personal experience and your instruction from God may differ from another man's instructions from God. So when God asks you to fast 40 days, and when you fast 40 days, you begin to hear the voice of God. It doesn't mean that when another person fasts 40 days, the same person will hear, another person will hear the voice of God. No. And this is the problem that has gone on in the body of Christ. People try to doctrinalize what their experience, and because it's an experience, it can change. For your dealings with God is different from another man's dealing with God. For Adam, his instruction was not to eat of the fruit in the Garden of Eden. For Abraham was to leave his father's house. For Noah was to build an ark. When God called a man, God gave a man a specific instruction. When he follow, he will be on course to achieve what God wants him to do. But when he disobeyed that instruction, it's he that will suffer the consequences, and maybe the generation after him, but not for the whole body of Christ. And that's where the problem lies. So one man's experience becomes a topic that he has been teaching, will become like he will start teaching that experience he had with God based on what God has told him. And so the man of God, Pastor Tunde, was teaching about that is so wrong. And what is against is the wind of doctrine. So you listen that a man of God, one of his friends fasted, that his manhood, his bola cannot function again, which is well surprising. And some people break down, their system break down. So, and in the end, they said wisdom is profitable. He said the law was grooming us out to grace. If this video bless you, please don't forget to follow our channel, subscribe, like and share. I will update you with more videos like this. God bless you. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.